Oh my god, it's the first episode of the new year. Say something fucking profound. Great use of the one opportunity.
You can't put me on the spot for these things.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Sorry it was a minute if you didn't see the update when we were trying to record episode 4 a couple weeks before Christmas. We had one of our microphones break, so thank you again to our patrons for allowing us to rush ship a replacement. And we're glad to be back on the train here.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's kick off 2025. Suo. Shouldn't you be getting out of bed?
Huh? I'm late.
I tried waking you up multiple times.
No way. Oh, geez. I've no time to even grab a bite to eat. I gotta get changed into my uniform and leave right now. The days went by without any problem. Did we have a signed classmate A?
I don't know if we had a signed classmate A or not. Good morning, Suo. Did you oversleep again?
Yeah. An unchanging world, saturated with joy and fun. I'm getting deja vu.
Did we play this part already and I guess not. It's where the save says we are.
Warm, gentle days, devoid of challenges and conflict.
I was getting deja vu for a minute there too, but this feels different now.
Good night.
Night.
I thought something would change with him here, but that day never actually came.
No good. I can't remember anything.
I see.
That sweater does look very comfortable, though.
Please don't blame yourself. Oh, why don't we continue that game from where we left off?
Sure. Okay, man. I'm happy not knowing who I was and being your emotional support twink. This is very important to me.
And so another uneventful day would go by, without Rio's memories showing any sign of returning.
Oh, welcome back, Kato.
Mr. Samejima, what's that?
I saw it at the pharmacy and decided to buy it. You can have the rest. I don't remember what voice I gave him, but just going off of vibes, I'm assuming it was this.
Huh? But I'm not a child.
Use it to play with your friends. Either way, I should be going now.
Didn't you have business with me?
No, I did not.
After saying that, he climbed into his car, not the usual Mini, and drove off.
He was the family friend, right?
The dad's employee or something.
Yeah. What was... And he's got a new car. What's his shindig?
Man, soap bubbles really didn't suit him.
Turning towards the camera. Oh, soap bubbles?
MAMIYA.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. Can you blow them for me?
By myself? Come on, do it with me.
Oh, you're such a bully. How do you expect an invisible guy to do this? I want to see them. Can I?
Wait, hold up. You're invisible. We didn't establish intangible. You can't blow bubbles either.
If you were going to call... What? No. I'm also incorporeal. I'm just also invisible.
He could have said it when Mr. Samejima was here. It was embarrassing to play with bubbles by myself at this age.
Out of a bubble? What the heck is he thinking? I want to get inside that guy's head. What is he thinking, giving it like a near adult kid a little bit of bubbles to play with? Is it just like misplaced whimsy, or?
To be fair, I would blow the bubbles.
I mean, I would too, but that's not the point.
Fine, just a bit.
right now Suo's in the valley where you are self-conscious enough about blowing bubbles to not do it, but not so old that you don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I blew into the hole in the straw. Countless transparent bubbles gently floated into the evening sky. Starting to enjoy it, I went on to make many more of them.
Man, I remember that being one of those things that I did as a kid and just not really knowing why, but it was fun. Just little delightful bubbles.
Yeah. It's like I'm in a dream. Within the bubbles, I saw a rainbow-colored scenery. We were right next to my house. I was here every day, but this made it seem so much different from usual. I looked into them as they seemed to almost draw me in, and felt like I saw MAMIYA within.
Hello, I'm in a bubble.
MAMIYA. When I called out to him, a gust of wind swept over me, and the bubbles were sent far into the distance.
This reminds me of a song. Specifically, Swim to the Moon by progressive metalcore band Between the Buried and Me. Do you have nearly 18 minutes?
Absolutely.
Do 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 do.
From nowhere in particular, I heard him humming a nursery rhyme that everyone knew. The lyrics rolled through my head. He was soon done, and the fact that I couldn't see his face as he finished filled me with unprecedented sadness.
A nursery rhyme that everyone knew.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I won't break you, I swear. I didn't know why I said that.
Won't break you. That's such an interesting worry for you to have. I won't break you. Does Suo feel guilty over, like, breaking something? Like maybe his relationship with his parents? I don't know. That's such a fascinating phrasing, right? It's just, there's got to be something there.
However, I had to protect MAMIYA at all costs. I was the only one who could.
I'm like the zone in zone control. Protect me. I won't disappear. As long as you feel that way. As long as there's even a single soul in this entire world that continues to think of me, I will not disappear. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. No. The way that was phrased. As long as one person continues to think of me. You know what that makes me think of?
What?
It makes me think of someone who's passed away.
Right.
Does that also evoke that for you? Like the idea of, like, you're not truly dead as long as there's at least one person left to remember you?
Yeah, that could be.
Where was that? Was that? It was No Exit, right? That kind of highlighted those moments for the characters when the last person in the world would talk about them, and then they were dead forever, and then with no one else left to remember them. Was that No Exit? I feel like that happened.
I have no idea.
God, someone will let me know. But I there's a very poignant idea. There's something very poignant about as long as there's someone left to remember you, right? And that's usually in turn with they are no longer here to make themselves remembered. But
I was thinking imaginary friends because his MAMIYA is different than the others. He doesn't see this MAMIYA.
Yeah. It could be simpler.
Only experiences him in imagined conversations in times while alone. And I was wondering, like, oh, is that what it is? He's worried that he's going to lose his childlike sense of wonder, which seems to be the only thing keeping him going for some reason.
Yeah. That's a much better take on it, because it's like he's got this. He clearly wants to keep finding joy in these childlike things, right? Like it just blowing bubbles and being amazed at them, you know, and in finding joy in every day. But it feels like the needs and necessities of adulthood and maturity are encroaching upon him ever more forcefully, to the point where he might be worried he's going to give up on those last vestiges of unfettered kind of childlike joy and wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we want to hug him.
If only I could hug you.
That's the first time anyone has said that to me.
Come closer. Slowly, as if to touch a bubble, I extended my hand to the side. Are you here?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Can I hug you?
Sure.
Awkwardly, I hugged the space where he was. There was a distinct chill in the wintry air. I couldn't feel any warmth.
Ugh.
But still, I really wanted to hug you.
You're warm. Really, really warm. Hey, is there a sea nearby, Suo?
A sea? Yeah, I think so.
Are we on like it? That's interesting to hear the question. Is there a sea nearby? That has a much different connotation when you're living in Japan than it does, say, here in the States.
Yeah, like on a certain scale, yes, wherever you are in Japan, there's a sea relatively nearby.
See, that's how I think of it because it's so narrow, right? that it's like, yeah, it's doesn't have the same kind of thing as if you're asking that question in the middle of Kansas.
Yeah, where it's like, you'll drive a couple days to get to the sea.
Yeah, where like you can get to the sea, but it's literal days away.
It's not that far, I think.
Not far, huh?
His amber eyes flashed like daggers. I couldn't help but gulp when faced with the sheer intensity of his gaze. I'll go with you.
All right, that's him again. What's up? Yeah.
You were thinking of going alone, weren't you? I can't allow you to do that.
But I don't have any swim trunks. It would be embarrassing. And you've got school to think about.
One day won't make a difference. I've never skipped class before, but it's never too late to start either.
Wow.
Please, take me with you.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, I will.
Still think his sweater looks very comfy.
The next morning, we left the house with maps in hand.
Oh, they're gonna walk there!
We were searching for the sea and something else, too. Something vague and undefined.
Yes, we kind of got that, but, it always helps to pull it aloud. Why the sudden desire to find the sea? I mean, maybe it's formed in some kind of tenuous memory that Rio's got percolating.
He's got the leash on still.
Can we talk about that? Like, I get it, but there's a way that can be read as weird, right?
Saying that as though there's only one way this could be read as weird, and as if there's a way it could be read as not weird. That said, it'll be quite a walk from here. You sure you'll be okay?
Don't underestimate the endurance I built up at work. If anything, I'm worried about you.
Come on, I play lacrosse every single day. Take that. A gust of cold wind swept past
the way
us.
it's not weird is if Rio is just a stand-in, like a anthropomorphization of a stray dog, right? Which would make a whole lot of things except Rio suddenly having a job make a lot more sense.
It moved our hair as well as the lead between us. The evening sun was so dazzling it made me close my eyes. Rio's gaze, however, remained unflinching. I retained a subtle distance between the two of us while gently pulling on the lead. How much time had passed without either of us saying a word? The sand beneath my feet felt almost otherworldly, like it came from another dimension. The ashen sea, having endured several days of rain, continued to rage.
Yeah, come to think of it, have we heard Rio interact with anyone else?
Yes, but not in this arc.
Yeah, like in this arc. Sorry, in this arc.
It would surge up over and over again. The waves roared. I stared on, thoroughly captivated by the sea, when suddenly, my vision blurred for a moment. I felt a splitting headache come on. Ah!
Oh. That's a worrisome sound to hear when you've just had audio issues. I know that's the game, but still.
Unable to even stand properly, I fell to my knees. My vision was hazy. I closed my eyes tight and tried to bear it. Huh? What? Next thing I knew, I was in a different place. Where was I? Rio was nowhere to be seen, gone along with his lead. Rio. As I called out, something grabbed my chin. Ah!
Nice to meet you, Suo Kato.
An unfamiliar voice said my name. He had rough hands and was surrounded by the thick smell of tobacco.
I have been wanting to meet you for the longest time. I've even dreamt about it.
Ugh. I forced out a groan through the hand covering my mouth.
What the fuck is happening? Don't act like you know MAMIYA, you little shit.
MAMIYA? How did he know that name? Ugh! The rough, cold concrete made contact with my cheek. The man looked down at me.
Listen well.
My brain was shaking in my skull. I couldn't focus my vision, but I could make just one thought. Why?
MAMIYA belongs to me.
Why did this man know MAMIYA?
Suo! Suo!
Ugh. Ugh.
Are you okay? Hold on!
I...
Relax. Sit up, but take it slow.
I slowly lowered myself onto a nearby bench. I could still feel the concrete, the bony, thick fingers, the rough adult voice, everything. All of it was like a freezing chill creeping into me.
I've got no idea what to make of that scene. That just came out of left field for me. Good golly. What's wrong?
Can't you hear it? Something's screeching.
I can't hear a thing.
Really? Weird. I can hear it in the distance. It's like the cry of drifting ice. It's so loud. Ugh. MAMIYA.
Suo?
You're there, aren't you? Who is he to you, MAMIYA? Wasn't I the only one who could see you?
Suo, what's going on?
Answer me. Or could it be that you're already talking? And I just can't hear you.
Suo! Get a grip. Look at me.
Past the frantic clamor of people, I looked for the invisible man who would surely be there. Where were you, MAMIYA? I needed to hear you. Just why did I feel so alone? Mom? Dad, help me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's just me. I'm not an adult with the power to help you.
A while later, Rio carried me back home.
Oh, okay. You are, like, nearly twice my height. Okay.
However, the sound of ice flows never died down.
The sound of ice. That's such a fascinating turn of phrase. Oh, Kato. My poor, poor Kato.
From that day on, Rio stopped telling me that he wanted to regain his memories. The weathercaster on TV diligently explained the situation. Wow, that typhoon looks crazy. It's so rare to see those in December.
Sounds like a great opportunity to have a tragic death. And then have some guy in a trench coat show up and say, "Oh my God, why did this happen?" The windows are rattling pretty hard.
It doesn't look like we'll be able to go out today or even tomorrow. The slanted rain was pattering on the branches outside the window. I found myself captivated by their rhythmic movements. To my side, Rio looked like he was about to say something about the stormy sky. Are you planning to go out, Rio?
I've got work tomorrow. Just daily employment, so I don't really have to go, but I'm worried about your health.
Oh, I'm feeling much better now, thanks to you.
Not that kind, buddy, but alright, good.
They'll probably let you take tomorrow off, so why not just stay home? We could spend the whole day relaxing. Doesn't that sound great?
I don't know if you've got this, but spending the whole day relaxing is only great when you don't plan on it. If you plan on spending the whole day relaxing, then you start making like plans for how to optimize your relaxation, and then it sucks because it never lives up to that. The only time spending the whole day relaxing feels incredibly satisfying is when you didn't intend for that to happen.
Yep. It also doesn't work when you spend every day relaxing as well, where it works when it's a change of pace.
Exactly.
But it doesn't work if you like lose your job and are like, oh, I'm just going to relax for a couple months. And like a week or two in, you're like,
you go kind of
dang,
stir
this
crazy.
Isn't relaxing anymore at all. I'm just more anxious.
Yep. Flashbacks to the fucking beginning of the pandemic.
Yep.
That was... Whee! Okay, fine. I'll be looking forward to it.
Great. Well then, have a good night, Rio.
Are you really going to bed? Are you really going to be all right by yourself?
Come on, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Don't tell me you're afraid of the typhoon. The question made his expression change. Did the typhoon have something to do with his lost memories? I was kind of joking around, but now I just felt bad. It's fine. I'm not going anywhere.
Really?
Really.
Then remember, you have to tell me all about your dreams.
I will. Good night.
You don't get it. It's like in Life is Strange Season 1. The oncoming storm is the symbol of everything I've been neglecting to deal with. And all the unseen consequences of my selfish decisions.
Spoilers! Rio returned to his room. The sound of falling rain filled the darkness. Why did I always feel so uneasy during typhoons? As I watched that swirling, cloudy sky, I felt like something just might happen. In that deep, deep darkness. I ended up drifting off to sleep, unable to comprehend the nature of those feelings.
Damn noise. Why is the door open? Oh shit, Suo?
I had always been expecting a certain something.
Suo! Suo! Where are you, Suo?
The world was filled with mystery and wonder.
Suo!
And so I believed that one day I too would be chosen.
Chosen? Chosen? Even in your CGs, you get cut off by the top, buddy. I'm so sorry.
The rippling surface of the water, and the star-studded sky reflected in it. It was a sweet, blissful dream. Tomorrow, the day after, and the one that followed. As days came and went, things that truly mattered grew vaguer, hazier. I hoped we could exchange a gentle smile, the way we did when we met in that dream.
Good morning, Suo.
Morning!
That typhoon sure was something else, huh?
The forecast said today would be the same, but look, not a cloud in the sky, and here I thought I'd get another day off. I'm glad to see everyone again. It was really noisy though. My window kept rattling so bad I almost thought it would come off.
Me too. Couldn't sleep at all. Wah!
Really? I didn't even notice it.
You're just too heavy of a sleeper.
After that, strangely enough, each day became a little easier.
Suo, morning.
Ah, morning.
That
doesn't look right.
Hey, Suo. How you doing, buddy?
The early light glimmered as it shone through the classroom.
Suo, tackle him.
On it. I had a whole lot of people counting on me now.
Did you?
Rio, I'm home.
Uh-huh. Welcome back.
Rio welcomed me home with a smile. I dragged my feet a little, but kept walking along in high spirits. I gotta jot down my dream while I still remember it. Ah, Rio. Perfect timing. I actually wanted to call you over.
Okay.
You said you enjoyed reading them, so...
Suo, you need to stop doing that.
Huh?
Stop writing down your dreams.
What? Why? You always look so happy when I tell you about them.
You're losing your ability to tell dreams and reality apart, aren't you?
Huh?
That's where we're going with this. Okay, I wasn't quite sure where we were going to land on this, but okay.
What are you talking about?
You believe your dreams have actually happened in real life. So I want you to stop.
Look who's talking. You've got no memories and no way of telling what's right and what's not.
I don't think that's correlated to having memories. Very interesting philosophical assertion, if true.
I don't know. It seems like it would be.
I don't know. I don't think a priori it's clear that you need to have memories in order to be able to determine right from wrong.
How would you make a judgment with no memory?
I'm not saying it's not true. I just don't think it's clear on the face of it. I think you would have to do more work.
Okay.
Suo, you should go to a hospital.
Why me? You're the one with amnesia.
You don't remember walking all over town last night, do you?
What?
Was he sleepwalking? Is that what was going on?
What are you talking about? Are you sure you didn't just dream all that up?
Then, how do you explain those wounds on your legs? And all the things you keep mumbling to yourself?
I'm
not sure who you think you're talking to, but there's no one there.
You're wrong. MAMIYA's just invisible, which is why others can't see him. I won't break you, I swear.
Suo, I really enjoyed hearing about your dreams. To me, dreams only meant one thing: fear. But you managed to turn them into a source of entertainment, which is why I really liked yours. However, it ceases being entertainment the moment it starts interfering with real life.
I've no idea what you're even talking about.
Suo. Open your eyes and look at reality for God's sake.
These words touched something inside me. Something very, very important, slumbering deep within me. Ah.
I'll step out for a bit.
Mamiya. You're there, aren't you?
Ugh.
Mamiya, am I weird? Am I wrong to rely on you? I mean, you're my friend.
That's right. I'm your friend, Kato. And to me, you're irreplaceable. You feel the same way about me, don't you?
Yeah. But you have no body.
That's true.
You're invisible.
You're the only one who can sense me.
Rio said that it was weird to have a friend like that.
Well, it's true I'm different from most people, in the sense that I have no body. But it's all a matter of perspective, really.
It is?
I may not have a body, but my words reach you just fine, do they not? Surely our relationship isn't so fragile that the mere idea of it being weird would affect it.
You're right, it's not. You mean a lot to me, Mamiya. I can sense you in my heart. That makes you real.
Then simply ignore what others say about us. The only thing that matters is what you believe in.
You're right. You know, it's kind of weird. I'm starting to feel like nothing that's happened really matters anymore, despite how much it hurt me. I don't think I want to see Rio for a while. Mr. Samejima, what are you doing here?
Kato, would you mind coming along for a drive?
But I have school.
Just calling sick. Come on, hop in.
Huh? Mr. Samejima? Geez, you're being awfully forceful.
Cut me some slack. I've really been looking forward to this. Here, I'll even put on your favorite tunes.
Mr. Samejima reached out and flipped a switch on the dashboard.
I need some air. Come on, give me some of that air.
A second later, an upbeat song started playing from the car.
Monochrome clock starts playing.
Oh wow, I'm surprised you're also into this kind of music.
The truth is, I'm not. I actually just rented it from Tsutaya for the first time. See? I even got a card. Driving and upbeat music go hand in hand. Your dad taught me that much. He also taught me about unrelated 1989 Belgian techno anthem Pump Up the Jam. By the way, look. I've brought some light snacks, too. Sandwiches and milk. They all have different fillings, so feel free to pick whichever's your favorite.
I felt quite indulged here. I suppose I'll just make the most of this then. It's actually been a while since we've gone on a drive.
Been in a drive while still in your nightshirt. Indeed it has. You're always so full of energy at the start, but end up dozing off on the way back. Still remember how lonely I felt as I drove through that tunnel with nothing to do but chew gum.
Really? I'm sorry about that.
Don't be. When you take the wheel, it just sort of comes with the territory. Huh. Getting called out for my chewing gum while driving habit. Wow, didn't expect that, but alright.
Speaking of which, where are we going exactly?
Any requests?
Huh? You're asking me? Well, it's winter, so it'd be nice to see some snow. I'd like to go up north.
As you wish. Off we go, then, to Cape Soya, the tip of the north.
I can't wait.
I really wouldn't mind going there. Or even to a place no one else knows, as long as that's what you wanted.
Mr. Samejima?
Kato. Our real destination today is the hospital.
Huh? Are you sick, Mr. Samejima?
You are the one who needs to be looked at.
What? But I don't have a fever, and I'm pretty sure I'm not injured either.
I heard you were out on the streets in the middle of the storm earlier. And that you weren't quite yourself.
Ah. That moment, my mind went blank. Mr. Samejima knew everything. He knew about Rio living at my house. And about the night out in the storm. Ah!
There's nothing to be scared of. They're just going to take a look at you.
No, I don't want to go.
Kato.
I'm not going. Did you trick me so you could lock me in the car and make it impossible to run?
You need to calm down.
Stop the car right now.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why?
I promised to look after you. I need to make sure you're all right.
So you're just doing this for my dad, not me.
That's not true.
I'm getting out. With those words, I pushed the still speeding car's door wide open. Mr. Samejima's face tensed up like I'd never seen it before.
Kato, close the door. Hurry, this is getting too dangerous.
Then stop the car.
You'll only get hurt.
Then maybe you should stop the car, unless you want my dad to hear about this.
Hold on, I'm taking a hard right on Saratoga.
The car gradually slowed down, until stopping completely. That moment, I rushed out and ran where I usually did. I believed him. I trusted him.
The reason I stepped on the brakes wasn't because of your father.
There was no way for me to hear him, though. I was still running while feeling like the entire world had just betrayed me. Why weren't Rio's memories coming back? Why were the days so unchanging? The sound of the drifting ice was too loud. Oh, I see. He needs to be pushed to the limit, like what had happened at the sea. He should make some progress if he's in a tough spot. The basement my dad used as a makeshift storage room was covered in concrete and had a distinctly chilly air to it. I violently pushed him down there.
What? What's going on? What?
Come on now, it's your fault, Rio.
Okay, hold on. What?
You keep saying all these weird things to people.
Okay, hold on. What are you... Where am I?
My house, of course.
This... Why does your house have a torture basement?
I know, right?
Let me out of here.
Rio was acting strange. Rio? His amber eyes no longer had that intimidating glint to them. The way they were shaking was very familiar. I won't. You may beg all you want. It's your fault, okay? You told Mr. Samejima all those weird things about me. I trusted you, and yet...
No. I did it for your sake.
Don't say whatever's convenient in this situation. You'll stay here and reflect on what you've done. I addressed Rio in the coldest tone I could muster.
Yeah, okay, great. Doing good there.
I had to remind myself not to relent. It's just for a little bit. So try to endure it for now.
Hey, Suo, real quick. Is this how your parents dealt with you? Just really interested in here. Why would this be your go-to?
I locked the door leading to the basement with an audible click. I hope he snaps out of it quickly.
You okay, Suo? It's me, your best friend, classmate A.
Also, how did he get back home?
I mean...
Had they not driven that far?
I guess not. Huh?
You're all fidgety. Did you forget something?
Ah, no, it's not like that.
Still, you do look a lot more lively than usual.
Huh? Rio, I brought some food.
Dude. What the fuck?
Only a few hours had passed, but he had deteriorated so much it surprised me. My heart ached seeing him like this.
Don't you fucking make this about you.
I brought you a rice ball, some miso soup, and an omelet. Do you think you can eat?
What is with you?
Are you sorry for what you've done? Can you finally go back to being your usual self?
How am I supposed to do that when I never even changed to begin with? Just let me out of here already.
Why are you like this?
I heard the crackle there. When one night you opened that door in your sleep, I gotta keep you safe.
From what?
From yourself.
I felt my brain start to cool off. Are you telling me to just not sleep at night? Is that it? You're really not making any sense, Rio.
I could say the same about you. Suo, tell me, what are you trying to achieve with all of this?
Don't act like you don't know. I bent down and looked straight at his face. I've been practicing looking straight. It didn't work this time.
Mm-hmm. It's a very interesting angle.
Yeah. Show me your hidden powers.
Suo, what the fuck?
Don't play dumb with me. I know everything. You hold the key to the entire world in your hands. That's what made you lose your memories.
Suo, what are you even?
Come on, admit it. Do it. Or else, I might find myself disappointed. A long silence ensued.
Fine. I'll talk. You know what? I hate this place. It's dark, it's cramped, and there's cold concrete everywhere. I remember all of this. When I was small.
When I brought myself closer to better hear what he was saying, Rio suddenly bit into my fingers.
Are we sure Rio's not an anthropomorphized dog? Are we sure?
Ow! What the heck was that for? I knew it. You're still not the Rio I know. Some strange force must be controlling you. That has to be it.
Oh, your protagonist syndrome. Get a grip!
He shouted in a way that I'd never heard before. It seemed to shake the very room. As I backed away in fear, he silently asked me,
Hey, Suo. When are your parents coming back?
Huh? They're on a 2-week trip abroad, and...
So they'll be back soon, huh? Soon you'll be safe, and I'll be done.
I felt like I had to say something back.
Both of those are interesting to me.
What do you mean by... I think we know safe, but what do you mean by done?
Safe in terms of his parents will see what's going on and help and get
Yeah.
him. Yeah, okay.
What do you mean by being done?
When your parents come back, the suspicious weirdo you're looking at won't have to protect you anymore. And when you're done with me, I'll be freed from your games.
Games? What do you mean? I'm being serious here. He glared at me with eyes the color of evening, forcing me to take a step back.
You're still a child. And though I hate to admit it, so am I. I don't have the power to protect you or the memories to help you.
That's not true. You're perfect. There's got to be a huge secret buried within your lost memory.
Hey! What the hell are you even expecting from me? And I don't mean that nonsense from before. What are you actually after?
I want...
What is he actually? An ideal hero or the unusual? I feel like the unusual hits at it a little bit more, where like it seems like Suo's greatest fear is having things turn into the same thing every day, right?
Yeah.
He's got the protagonist thing going on. He has to be at the center of something.
Yep. What I want from you is the unusual. His expression twisted, as if he had just tasted something intensely bitter. I found you as an injured amnesiac. If I unravel the mysteries behind you, I believe I'll find an adventure like I've never had.
You won't find it. I'm nothing but...
How do you know that? You're amnesiac. You can't be sure either.
Suo.
Even my life could have something unusual in it. Something right out of a story. I watched as he slowly opened his mouth.
I really don't want to say this, but...
What was he about to say? Would he hurt me even more?
Do you realize that you're abnormal?
You mean I'm special? His intense question made my cheeks turn stiff. You mean I'm special, right? I wasn't dense enough to be looked at with those eyes and try to play it off as nothing. He was still glaring at me without saying a word. Is it because I'm special that an amnesiac like you came to me? Is it because I'm special that I rushed out into the storm without realizing it? Is it because I'm special that I...
Snap out of it already. I have no magic. I don't have any other weird powers. I'm just a guy with amnesia. We're no different, Suo. You're just like me.
Huh?
You're a spoiled, somewhat childish 15-year-old with a gentle heart. A perfectly ordinary person.
Enough, stop it.
Listen to me. This world has nothing that you want.
Stop it. Stop it.
Open your eyes.
I don't wanna.
Stop clinging to fantasy.
I really don't wanna. I don't. You wouldn't get this. I crouched down and covered my eyes with my hands.
Suo.
His hand touched my shoulder. He was smaller than me, yet his hand felt strangely big.
Look at reality. You need to, so you can protect yourself. Please promise me you'll become normal. I love these very dramatic choice point intercuts.
Yeah.
Because we get a very different, the much more raw and emotive style of the character portraits of those, right?
Yep.
Shows a lot more of like what's on their inner feelings versus what is actually happening on the outside.
I couldn't answer. Giving an honest response would be like admitting surrender. Oh, okay. For the longest time, I had been full of expectations. I believed that the world was filled with mystery and wonder, that one day, I too would be chosen. I'll become a normal person. I had hopes for this world and for myself. I looked away from his eyes. I remembered the bubble-filled scenery in which I hugged MAMIYA. As long as I had that, I felt like I wouldn't need anything else. I'll become a normal person, the kind that neither Mr. Samejima nor you would have to worry about. That was a lie. I didn't care about this boring reality dominated by the body. I can't just give up on myself or this world. That'd be like accepting things as they are and admitting that I was tamed. Am I wrong somehow?
That's such a fascinating turn of phrase. You are... It's so interesting feeling like hearing what Suo thinks he's going to be giving up on.
Yeah.
But like how much he fears, or not even fears, but loathes the idea of normalcy, whatever that, what that is in his eyes.
Also, the more we get through this game, the more I'm realizing 2 books meme, very large book, MAMIYA, very small meme. MAMIYA, if each of the characters had an established relationship with a good therapist.
They did. The problem is their therapist died. They all had, how they had the one friend in the circle who's the unlicensed therapist for literally everyone? And then he went and died, and everyone just kind of went to shit without him.
Is it wrong for me to discuss all this with you? Maybe I shouldn't talk to you anymore. Answer me, MAMIYA.
Are you talking to me on the other side of the screen playing the game right now? Because that felt really awkward for a moment. It's okay. It's all right. Everything will be just fine.
Ah.
There's one wonderful thing in this world that doesn't exist anywhere else. And that is you. You don't have to worry about anything.
Really?
Yeah. Trust me.
MAMIYA, I love you.
I know.
This craving I feel.
Pulling a fucking Han Solo.
Yeah.
Wow, this imaginary friend got balls.
You understand it, don't you, MAMIYA?
I do. All too well. So well that it hurts. That's why I sometimes fear you. Your unquenchable thirst for the kingdom of the unreal. Isn't that why I'm here? Why I was left to remain? I will fulfill my duty. Even if it may cause grief to some, it will be forgotten in no time. Listen, Kato. Thank you for hugging me back there. I really do mean it. It made me really happy.
The rippling surface of the water. The star-studded sky. I hoped we could exchange a gentle smile, the way we did when we met in the dream. That was all I really wanted. Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the day after that. As days came and went, things that truly mattered grew vaguer, hazier. Even now, I still yearned for it. Gaining superpowers out of nowhere, getting entangled in a conflict of mind-numbing proportions, embarking on an epic quest to rescue a girl, saving the world from impending doom. I desperately wanted to become someone like that.
Rio. Suo, could you let me at the basement? Suo!
Ugh. Huh? Where am I? The first thing I saw upon waking was the sea. Ah. I saw a silhouette far in the sea. Rio! But before I could reach him, Rio fell to the ground with a grunt.
Ugh.
There's so much blood.
Ugh.
Red began to fill the purple sea. Oh no. Rio was going to die. Rio, don't do this to me. I've got to stop the bleeding. Come on, wake up. No. No, 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 no. What should I do, MAMIYA? 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 I knew the truth that many people had lost. You're there, right? MAMIYA, answer me. I wanted a dramatic conclusion. I was even ready to sacrifice myself. No, no. Like a true hero.
Kato.
You're amazing, Kato.
Thanks, Mom, Dad. I wanted them to smile and tell me I was special. Rio, don't die.
Suo. I remember now.
Huh?
I remember everything.
Oh, I see.
including where and when this is, and the reason why we crossed paths.
He's different. He's not being targeted by a shadowy organization, nor does he hold the key that would unlock the path to another dimension. He has no hidden powers either.
You and I, we're...
He's just an ordinary person, nothing more. I don't need to hear about those memories. They're worthless to me. Wow.
Wow. I'd rather you dead than normal. Wow.
Shut up.
Sue!
If they're not unique and interesting, I have no need for them. Rio collapsed and didn't get up. The vividness of his crimson blood was a sobering sight. Rio, what? Why? But... I suppose it's all good. This is only a dream after all. And they do say it's good luck to kill in a dream. The world would soon end. I didn't know how much truth there was to it, but people on TV and the news made it out to be a big deal. You could even hear people discussing it in class. Yet none of us actually felt like the world was going to end. I was certain that the end would happen in the blink of an eye. It would be simple and anticlimactic, like the burst of a soap bubble. I wouldn't forget it. I wouldn't lose any of you. So, please, give something back to me. Oh. Turn me into something unlike anything else in this world. I need to wake up. And so, I drifted off to sleep. The night sea groaned softly, seeing the boy sleep blissfully on its waterline. Oh, is this...
Yeah.
Seeing the boy sleep blissfully on its waterline, I tightly clenched my fist. Why, Suokato? You weren't supposed to die. Once more, I'll go to the church again. I won't give up. Alrighty.
Hey! God, this is so sad. Oh man. I think we identified the like protagonist syndrome stuff earlier, but I don't the genuine like mixing reality with dreams, like wanting so badly to have these fantasies be real that you lose the connection to reality. That did catch me off guard.
I kind of expected him to have a personality disorder from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of glad that it went there and that my expectation was not thrown off.
All right. We're going back.
Time to figure out how Rio dies.
All right, let's see. So we're going to do Rio route, right?
Yeah.
Let's seat on the right. Oh, this is going to be new.
I took a seat on the right. I'll sit next to you if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine. Sure.
I kept gazing at the flowers far ahead while waiting for the ceremony to begin. Everyone around me muttered prayers in remembrance of Natsume. A hymn played as the coffin was carried forward. Hearing the priests talk, all I could think about was its contents.
We are curious about this gentleman going up here. We're not curious about you today. Nor you. Nor you.
I was curious about the boy with a somewhat intimidating look in his eyes. Could he have been on bad terms with Natsume? Was that why he made that face? Excuse me, you dropped this.
Huh? Oh, my bad.
Were you close to Natsume?
Not really. I only came here because he was a classmate.
I can't say I expected this, though. I thought it'd be too much of a bother for you.
Huh? What do you know about me, buddy? I can say my goodbyes when I have to. Natsume and I didn't talk much.
But you still came.
I got this thing from him.
The ballpoint pen you dropped?
He lent it to me when we were sitting next to each other and I didn't have anything to write with. He just did it without even saying a word. Told him I'd return it when class was over, but he let me use it for the rest of the day. Went to return it the next day, but then he told me to just keep it. Said I didn't need it, but he was adamant about not wanting it back. And now tonight I'm left behind by a dead guy. Figured I had to bring it here. I couldn't give it back to him. Hell, I don't even need it, and now I can't even throw it away.
Take good care of it if you can, please. I imagine that's what Natsume would have wanted too.
Hear that guy's always leaving his stuff everywhere. You hear what happened to his cell phone? I guess you're right.
Sorry for keeping you. Anyway, take care.
Yeah. Oh, I think no. I think it's time. Do you know the goosebumps you get from touching another's blood? Do you know the vibrance of bending another's flesh? Do you know the refreshing feeling you get when you break another's mind and a hierarchy of strength is built? Like lobsters? Do you know any of it? I rubbed off the mud on my face and looked at the stranger lying at my side.
Ugh.
The dewy smell of morning persisted throughout the day. For a brief moment, the sun shone through the gap between the heavy clouds rolling above. Shit. Dirtied my uniform. The uncomfortable blazer I'd almost never worn since buying when I enrolled now had blood stains on it. Bought the blazer to enroll, almost never wore it. I see. I twisted the faucet in the park and used the cold water to wipe my cuffs. I'd taken out the uniform because I'd been contacted about the funeral and was told I was supposed to come there in school clothing. Natsume. You were contacted about the funeral and instructed by whomst? Alright, well, whatever. I'd always thought Natsume would always be here, just having a good time. A small part of me still thought that the funeral was just some kind of bad joke. Ugh. My right hand was still shaking from the lingering sensation of breaking a person's bone. I was wondering if that's where this was going. Part of me was thinking about, what leads to someone getting stabbed and left to die in the middle of the rain, right?
Yep.
I held it up to the sky as if to grab something invisible. The gray clouds above were giving the city a monochrome filter. Tomorrow would come here too, and I would repeat the routine. I could barely remember the last time I lived freely. I'm back. My home was where it always had been. The laundry was still drying and the sink was full of dishes. I was kind of tired today. I didn't even change before dropping onto the sheets. It didn't matter to me if the world ended. My existence was entirely too minuscule for me to perceive matters of that scale. And my hands full with protecting what was right in front of me. He has a sister, right? We saw in the... Okay. We all woke up every day and went through our unchanging daily lives. The days went by without any difference between them, while I did nothing but live through them. And so I went to sleep yet again. Cool game to have 4 intro sequences. How come your mom lets you have 4 intro sequences?
To be fair, there could be more than 4.
That's true.
There's a lot more game left.
I hope there's more. I mustn't run away. I mustn't fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Wait, you went for Dune. Wow.
Wait, what were you thinking I was going to do?
I mustn't run away. I mustn't run away. I mustn't run away.
Yeah.
You don't
okay.
even like Dune.
I don't even like Dune. Doesn't mean I don't know the what is it, litany against fear?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from some point on, those words were in the back of my mind no matter what I was doing. When I entered the class, it felt like everything in it instantly died. The guys who were chatting stopped breathing, while the girls quickly took out their smartphones. I soon felt their gazes shift from the devices to my back. It's the first time they've mentioned specifically a smartphone.
Yeah.
Okay, so this isn't pre-Y2K then.
Nope.
Okay. Sorry, our current technological focal points have been a camcorder and smartphones. What was it Lemony Snicket was on about? Next, we're going to take a train ride down to the blacksmiths and the computer repair shop. I'm just having a rough time here, okay? The message they shared must have been something like, looks like he did something again. Kikuchi Ryo sure is an annoying troublemaker. I clicked my tongue, making even more people touch their LCD screens. Hello, Minato. I usually was in school for only 1 or 2 lessons in the day. Spent the rest of the time working to make some money. Or with my precious sister. Don't think about what happened to Midori in the route we just played, alright? Try not to think about that. Midori, I'm here to pick you up. Hello there, small one. You are too precious for this world.
Ryo, look!
I'm looking. What's up?
A rock!
Tell me about that rock. It's an unusual color.
Yeah.
It's kind of pretty.
Yeah.
Midori was better at finding beautiful things than anyone else I knew. While everyone else would overlook it or find it insignificant and plain, she would see its strengths. This 9-year-old girl would find these beautiful fragments of this world and share them with me. And that brought me more joy than anything else.
Can barely see over the text box.
Can barely see over the text box. And whereas Suo can't even fit inside of his own CGs.
Hey, you got any Choco Krispies?
Huh? Yeah, of course I do.
Yay!
Let's go home.
Ryo,
That's my name. Don't want to go today?
can't I?
It's fine. As long as you keep your word.
I promise to wash my hands and rinse my mouth.
Good. Let's go then. You can sit down and start eating here. Midori gave me a nod and dug into one of the Choco Crispy donuts she loved so much. I went for a strawberry donut myself. Midori had already finished hers and went off to look for seashells. Upon noticing me, looking at her, she held up a large shell and laughed.
Ryo!
The shell reflecting the evening sun was a beautiful sight. As the salty wind hit my wounds, I thought about yesterday. Natsume was a classmate I had barely ever spoken to. It wasn't much to me, and yet it was clinging to my mind. I wasn't able to digest this.
Ryo!
That's my name. Before I knew it, Midori had stopped playing and was standing right in front of me. Feel like going home already? It didn't take long to.
Ryo!
That's me. What is it, Midori?
Come with me.
All right. Midori grabbed my hand and pulled me toward the sea. Must have been something she couldn't figure out on her own. After a while, she came to a stop, and I followed her gaze and let out a gasp. Oh shit, it's a blue net!
Okay.
Are these stories weirdly cyclical? No, or is it just you do this anyway if you... I'm so confused as to how these relate to one another still. But clearly there are through lines in the characters.
Is the game icon a crab?
I don't know how to... It looks like a bunny mask?
Oh, okay.
Or a spinda.
To me, it looked like a crab holding up its claws.
Oh, maybe like that, but I think if we made
it
it bigger, it would not be a crab.
Okay.
Maybe it's a crab. You can imagine it's a crab.
Ah, shit, a blue minette. It was a person. Someone had washed up on the beach. His school uniform was heavy with water, and his drenched hair was sticking to his skin. I could barely sense any breathing from his purple lips. Midori! Midori immediately ran off without any instructions from me. Careful not to move him too much, I pulled the man where the waves couldn't reach him. He was way taller than me, so this wasn't an easy task. Midori, towel. She nodded and began drying him as I checked his pulse. It's still there. That's good. I'm really good at assessing people who are on the verge of life and death. As I cupped the man's chin to let it lift his face a little, he suddenly opened his eyes.
Come to think of it, it's kind of funny that you had his MAMIYA reference Swim to the Moon, given that he's definitely drowned and all that, and that's definitely what that song's about. So we found the episode title.
There's the episode title. Congratulations.
Which is too bad, because I had a good one as well.
Oh, what was yours?
I have a special plan for this world.
That's also really good. Anyway, I believe this is you.
Oh, yeah.
Are you right?
Uh-huh. What am I doing here?
Still kind of out of it, the man looked into the distance. Wondering if there was something wrong with him, I looked at his face and our eyes met. He had a simple look on his face, but there were hints of childishness in it.
Ah.
Hey,
Yes?
you okay?
Right. I mean, yes.
Do you remember who you are?
I think so. I just can't seem to remember how I got here.
All right.
Thank you for saving me. I'd like to thank you more properly. Can I have your name?
It's fine. Don't mention it.
But,
Look, I'm telling you not to bother.
well, okay.
Now that he was awake, the man's body no longer seemed as large as before. You should go to a hospital. Let's go, Midori. He looked like he had more to say, but I ignored him and left. You try following me like a stray puppy, I'm just gonna put you back in the ocean.
Are you sure we did the right thing, Rio?
I'm already living the life of a hardened criminal. What do you mean?
I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Let's go home, Midori.
Okay, Rio.
I couldn't believe something like this would happen the day after I'd seen a dead person at a funeral. I didn't want to see another person die. That was the extent of the reason why I saved him. Nothing more, nothing less. Broken bones, that's one thing though. Dying? No. The man's face suddenly came back into my mind. Light blue hair coupled with a pair of puzzled eyes the color of lead. Trying not to look up at him too much, thinking I'd never see him again. Would I really, though? Was it even the first time I'd seen him? The face actually felt oddly familiar. Do you want to be man?
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Ah, what? I was suddenly addressed by a large man. This was something that happened all the time. Go on ahead, Midori.
Okay.
Contingency plan Delta. You want something?
You gonna ask that after what happened yesterday? Don't act dumb, Kikuchi Rio.
For as long as I could remember, other people, especially those prone to violence, would constantly feel the need to challenge me. Before long, I found myself surrounded by thugs and lowlives on a daily basis.
Guess the rumors are true. You're not the type to back away from a fight.
What the hell kind of situation is that? So you just have a reputation for taking people down, and then suddenly all comers are... There's got to be more reason why this started, right? That's not just... It's not just a thing where you have a reputation for being good at street fights, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't run.
Oh, that's so. Well, I got a reputation to uphold, so sorry, but I'll have to kick your ass now.
I dodged his incoming fist, slipped under him, and then delivered a punch of my own to his side. But instead of collapsing, the man grabbed my head and shoved his knee into it. Oh, fun. Searing pain flared up all across my face. Rah! I picked up a random brick I found lying around and used it to thwack the man in the side. The man that had attacked now lay on the asphalt. We're not going to get a sprite of Rio with blood streaming down. I gotta go make dinner. Huh! A violent dizziness overcame me. Closed my eyes as tightly as I could, then opened them back up.
Oh? Wait, who is this?
I have no idea.
You okay? You okay, Rio? There we go. You're right. It was a bunny mask.
I see.
That's definitely the icon. Does the icon change for each route? Have we not noticed that?
I don't think it does. I think it's always been the bunny.
Okay.
Huh? I was looking at a large rabbit head. Reminded me of a plush toy I'd seen somewhere before. You an adder rabbit or something? The young boy seemed to be wearing it like a mask.
Yo, I wanted to meet you, my dear Rio.
I didn't sense him coming at all. He caught me completely by surprise. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed someone standing this close to me. Maybe I hit my head a bit too hard during that fight. Ugh. Alright. In any case, nothing good ever came of humoring weirdos. Tried walking around the weird child, but he stepped in front of me again, blocking my way.
I've wanted to meet you for so long. There hasn't been a single moment I wasn't thinking of you.
Fucked up, honestly. Out of my way. Wait, what happened to the dude we were fighting? Did we really just take him down with one smack of a brick and we're just getting back up bloody face and being like, I gotta go make fucking dinner, you asshole?
To be fair, I think I would be taken down with one smack of a brick. I think most people would.
True, true. Out of my way.
Come on, don't be like that. Gah!
Deciding I'd tolerate the boy no more, I wordlessly swung the brick at him.
Rio, that's not something you should do out of the blue.
Who the hell are you? Rio would hit a kid with a brick, Rio.
Don't you know? Oh, how cruel. We're close, aren't we?
How the hell do you know my name? I remained incredulous of his words, his suspicious tone lowered to a whisper.
My name's MAMIYA.
Who could have ever guessed? MAMIYA?
Come on, Rio. Don't act like you forgot me. Huh? Gah!
You also hang out very near, just barely above the... Hear me out. Hear me out. Mamiya's Midori.
Wait.
Based on nothing but the height of the character.
I have a new theory as well.
Okay.
Suo's arc's MAMIYA wasn't invisible. He was just even shorter and therefore couldn't be seen above the text box at all.
Oh, you are so right. You're so right about that.
He's just a 2-foot tall, fully visible guy, but
Suo's just
everybody
fucking enormous.
Yeah, exactly. No one's looking down there.
No, you got it. You got it. You figured it out. Another swing from my brick.
Rio, at least hear me out.
I won't miss next time.
Gosh, you're so violent. It has me worried about your future.
What?
You could have killed me with that thing.
That's the point, yes. I'm home.
Welcome back, Rio. Are you okay?
Oh, she's already in her night clothes. Yeah, just wait here. I'll go fix something up for dinner.
Okay.
Don't mind about the blood on my face. A few things happened today that were outside my routine. I saved a man from drowning amid a crazy, unhinged child. Nothing about the street fight. That was routine.
Yeah?
Losing the rhythm of my routine was something I disliked more than anything else. The irritation had stayed with me even after I shook off the rabbit kid and went on to beat up some more delinquents. Wait, went on to beat them? Like, you sought them out or they sought you out? There's an important distinction here.
Seems like he sought them out.
That definitely sounds like he sought them out, doesn't it? A red-hot rage was boiling within me, looking for a place to go.
It tastes great.
It's a minor miracle no one has tried to use you to get to me. You know that, right? Right? Like, I don't know how this is sustainable.
It's not.
Like, I don't know. Like, what is the specific reason why they're seeking him out, right? Like, maybe if it's an honor fight, like a fight for honor thing, there's no, you don't prove you're strong by kidnapping a tiny girl.
I also wonder, what is his job?
Right.
Is his job like being an enforcer and beating the shit out of folks for a gang or something?
Oh, wait. Are they, like, tied to a family or something?
Because that could explain why people would seek him out. And
right. But also why they would definitely not fuck with the youngest. Because you don't fuck with the youngest unless you're ready to make an enemy of everyone, right? There's a difference between fucking with the enforcer, who is someone whose job it is to get into those fights, and then fucking with the grandkid. Glad to hear it. Still, looking at Midori's face was enough for my urges to scatter. Midori ate the omurice I prepared and watched an educational show with sparkles in her eyes. Got ketchup on your face?
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem to care very much about that fact.
I'll put more on there.
Threatening with the bottle. There, it's gone.
Rio.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. What's up?
You think Mom will be late again?
That's what I heard.
I see. It'd be nice if she came home early for a change.
Yeah, it would. Our mother never showed up that night. Midori became tired and fell asleep, and I carried her to her sheets. By the time I slipped her under the covers, she was already fast asleep. Guess I should also go hit the sack, huh? It had been a tiring day. Tomorrow, another day would come, and I'd once again have to move. Mine was a boring life that wouldn't leave anything behind. A boring life, you say?
Good morning, Rio.
Oh my god. Oh. You realize the breaking and entering bit isn't helping your argument, right? I want to be clear about that before I hit you with the brick I sleep next to.
Emotional support brick. It's such a beautiful morning. Look how blue the sky is, and even the birds are chirping.
On days like these, kids like you.
So let's have ourselves a great dig. Yeah! Hey, stop throwing things at me.
Stop being so throw-things-atable. You're trespassing on private property.
Huh? Don't be like that. I'm part of the family, aren't I?
Pardon me?
I mean, I'm your father. I'm your old dad. You can call me Dad. Champ, sport.
I wish you could see the incredulous face I just made, because it was a very good incredulous face. I like to imagine that while Mami is saying this, Rio's got him by like the scruff of his neck and just holding him out like 2 feet in front of him.
Or is that too embarrassing for someone of your age?
I like the voice now. This is good.
Would you prefer father? You may call me Father, Rio.
Uh-huh.
So, what's your plan for today? I know it's important to let your hair down from time to time, but don't neglect your studies either.
Uh-huh.
Rio!
What? God, what is wrong with this guy?
Ah, Rio.
Hey there, normal one. What's up, Minato?
Oh, is that a friend of yours, Rio? You look like you're in a worse mood than usual. There's a wrinkle on your brow. He's right, it'll leave a mark when you get older.
And whose fault do you think that is?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Did I do something bad?
No, you're fine, Minato. I wasn't talking to you.
Really? I sure don't see anyone else here.
Oh, fuck. Okay. This scenario just changed, didn't it? Oh, did I get hit in the head so hard I imagined a rabbit dad? Oh, fuck. Listen, Minato. We're bros, right? We're bros. I'm just gonna need you to forget everything this morning happened.
Anyone that messes with Rio will have me to deal with. Rio, what's wrong?
Oh, dicks.
Rio?
You're fine, Minato. This isn't about you. I started running. Why? because I came to a sudden realization. This annoying demon child.
Come on, Rio. Don't you think it's rude to just run off without saying anything to your friend?
Was visible only to me. And that's where we'll have to call it for this zone.
Alrighty.
Sorry if it was a little touch and go there for a moment, but hey, ringing in 2025 with a smile and a brunette drowning himself. Those were on my bingo card for this year. So.
Really setting the tone for 2025.
Yeah, really making sure that our expectations are set properly here. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this. I think next time we should be through the end of the Rio's route, and then we'll see what the finale for chapter 1 is, or for part 1 is.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're all enjoying this. Again, this is one we picked specifically because people on our Discord had talked about it and wanted to see it. So I hope we're doing it justice for you. We'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.